Good day and welcome back to another DBZ Dokkan Battle video. In this video we're going to be taking a look at the no item run for the Fusion Extreme Super Battle Road stage. And I think for me overall the Fusion one's pretty interesting. Obviously got some great easy A's, especially now since I've started picking these up again. They've made this way easier, and that's not even including some of the really strong characters that have come out, like the Super Gogeta, for example, or just in general, like some other great easy A's. But for this run, decided to use some really cool characters. So we obviously have the tech Goku and Vegeta Angel, really strong unit, great LR Easy A alongside Janemba, two top tier units that absolutely 100% do an amazing amount of damage. So Gogeta, great tank, great everything, just really good. Then we have double strength Gogetas, which obviously strength Gogeta maybe not necessarily as good as when his EZA came out, still absolutely impeccable for this ESBR, and great to use as a floater because of that dodge evasion, although you don't have to worry too much about him defensively in the second slot, at least not for this ESBR. But just a great floater second slot damage dealing unit. Then we have the tech SS3 Gotenks, absolutely awesome unit, really great. Obviously a little bit RNG dependent, you want to try and get that 11 key, you want to try and do certain things, but ultimately really good. And also incredibly useful, great damage dealer, really solid, great defensively for this, and does a really good job. Alongside that we have the EZA, the AGL Gotenks, the Super Saiyan Gotenks, great support for Fusion through the time limit subcategory, which is great, but then also of course fundamentally just really good because of AoE and AoE stunning, which is really solid. So that's a really good point for the AGL Super Saiyan Gotenks. I think that he really does have good usability for, is that really solid AoE stunning, AoE damage dealing that he really is good at. So that fundamentally makes him really solid. And then otherwise, realistically speaking, I think works really good. We have the tech Gogeta as well, the SS4 one, who I really like. Obviously isn't necessarily again as good as he used to be, but for this ESPR definitely more than fine. What he does really well is obviously his debuffing, which is something I think is incredibly valuable just in a lot of situations. So he has that minus 20% attack and defense for extreme class enemies, which is really helpful in this final stage against the Boos. Gives you an extra layer of defense against them, although obviously with the strength of our units we don't really need to worry about that. Nowadays, not iteming the Fusion ESBR is not as hard as it used to be. Fusion ESBR used to be Fusion SBR used to be one of the hardest in the game. ESBR was also pretty tough because of the strength of the units that are involved. A lot of the times ESBR is scaled per category, so you find like Pepe Gals, at least back in the day, not as hard as it used to be, but now obviously very hard. Ginyu Force always is tapered down because a lot of the units are free to play, etc. So just stuff like that, that generally speaking is always interesting. But that's really about it. Honestly, really made everything work quite well here. The team was of course too powerful nowadays for what you want to do, but of course at the end of the day, what can you do? But my goal is to finish all of these older ESBR, and of course to get through to the current ESBR, much like we've been doing the item runs with the current red zones, just getting all the way through there. 2025 we're gonna have everything done, no item on the channel, so that we have a good point of reference. And so that's really about it. I'll see you guys in the next one. Till then, take care. Bye.